Okay, so Amazon, they did not really have much problem with Jeremy Clarkson about what he wrote on the Sun newspaper about Meghan Markle, that he hated her, whatever it was. Amazon was completely unfazed by this kind of comments made by Jeremy Clarkson. In fact, what they did is that they are actually going to go ahead. They are going to go ahead with the remaining show that are already scheduled for Jeremy Clarkson with Prime Video for Amazon. As you can see here, it basically says Prime Video already has a number of shows in the works with Clarkson, which are going to be a go-ahead, but the decision effectively means that Clarkson Farm, quote unquote, will end season 3 expected in 2024. It also means that motoring format, the Grand Tour, one of the Prime Video's biggest shows, will also come to an end. Variety understands the series will conclude after 4 more special episodes, the last of which is expected to land in late 2024. Now, this report I find very, I think they are very biased. Okay, this reporting is very biased against Jeremy Clarkson because this is coming from Variety. And we know Variety, they interviewed Meghan, they promoted her and allowed her to lie more about the British monarchy. Now they're saying that, well, because Jeremy Clarkson, he announced that he is going to step down, or that his Clarkson Farm will end season 3, they are also now speculating that the rest of the show, other shows that he has scheduled with Amazon will also come to an end, which is not necessarily true. They're jumping the gun here, really. As you can see, they also mentioned in this article, Prime Video declined to comment on this story. In fact, what happened is Prime Video, Amazon, they want to keep Jeremy Clarkson. Whatever happened between him and Meghan and Harry, they don't really care much, at least as much as Meghan's fan base will portray to us that, look, because of this column, he is going to be facing a lot of criticism and his life is gonna be ruined. In fact, this is exactly what they want you and me to believe. No, but I don't think that is gonna be the case. Although the streamer did not make any public comment when Clarkson vitriolic column made international headlines in December, it's clear the company was deeply unhappy behind the scenes. Again, very biased reporting. It is obvious that they were unhappy with Jeremy Clarkson from December last year. Doesn't really have any fact. They don't have any fact to back it up. They're just assuming things. In a fresh apology made by Clarkson on Monday, he says the streamer was incandescent about his tirade against Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. In a lengthy statement posted to his official Instagram on Monday afternoon, Clarkson, this is not Monday, last Monday, I think it happened more than a week ago. Clarkson says, I really am sorry all the way from the balls of my feet to the follicles on my head. This is me putting my hands up. It is me culpa with bells on. He made it absolutely clear that he was very unhappy with what he did. He apologized to Meghan Markle, but looks like, for Meghan Markle, apology is not enough. What she wants now is something very shocking. I'll play another video, then you can actually find out more about this. It is now being reported that Meghan Markle, she wants an apology live on TV. This is exactly what is happening. The extensive apology for his December comments, in which Clarkson suggested Markle be made to parade naked through Britain while people, quote, throw lumps of excrement at her, end quote. Again, this article is detailing everything he said so that you and I would hate Jeremy Clarkson. And to be honest with you, when I was reading this report, I was like, no, this is not what is happening. There are actually other reports that said that Prime Video, they want to extend their contract. They want to just forget about the whole thing and keep going with Jeremy Clarkson, his videos on their platform. And it comes a day ahead of the planned press conference for Clarkson's Farm. The promotional event for season 2 of the show, launching on February 10th, was scheduled just days prior to Clarkson's comments. Usually, I read what I have written to someone else before filing, but I was at home alone on that fateful day and in a hurry, wrote Clarkson. So when I had finished, I just pressed send. And then when the column appeared the next day, the land mind exploded. Let's take a look at this video and then we'll see how Meghan Markle, how desperate she is to actually asking Jeremy Clarkson for a second apology. Let's take a listen.
Jeremy Clarkson turns down Meghan's request for a second apology to Prince Harry on live TV. I'm thoroughly sick of these two constantly demanding apologies from all and sundry whilst trampling others with impunity. They never apologize for their own atrocious behavior. The whole world has to never criticize them because God forbid they should be offended or slighted in any way. They're incredibly exhausting. One public apology was enough. Don't fuel the mob or they will do this to everyone. On December 25, 2022, Mr. Clarkson wrote solely to Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. The contents of his correspondence were marked private and confidential. While a new public apology has been issued today by Mr. Clarkson, what remains to be addressed is his long-standing pattern of writing articles that spread hate rhetoric, dangerous conspiracy theories, and misogyny. Unless each of his other pieces were also written in a hurry as he states, it is clear that this is not an isolated incident shared in haste, but rather a series of articles shared in hate. What's interesting is that it looks like the Sussexes didn't bother to read the personal apology they received in December. Nothing is ever good enough for them. Nothing. It must be exhausting to see hate everywhere and in everything, and never find peace, not even when someone gives a sincere apology and says they will change. To engage with a narcissist is to lose. Helpfully the king will see this and realize, if he hasn't already, that there is no winning with these two. You give them your left and they would demand your right as well. Just continue with the silent treatment. He did a bad thing, but if they find the apology adequate they should just accept it. The issues they bring up are better served in a separate initiative. This way is just bombastic and moves the focus to Clarkson versus them. Now Amazon Prime have cancelled Grand Tour and Clarkson's Farm. Two awesome shows which will have to be picked up by someone else. They are both so good. Honestly though, Meghan and Harry are so thin-skinned. I know it was offensive to many people, but I guess I knew the Game of Thrones reference and Clarkson's lack of needing to please people, which I enjoy. I love how they won't accept Clarkson's apology and yet they're willing to reconcile with William, who we're led to believe physically assaulted Harry. I like how he's admitted bullying staff.
The bottom line is very clear. There are a lot of misinformation out there, even disinformation regarding this whole saga between Meghan and Jeremy Clarkson. I want to present you with truth, with facts, so that we are not being deceived by Meghan's fan base, because they are really making it a big issue and a victory lap. Thank you for watching.